Hello, everybody. It's me, Skelton, with another vlog chat for you. You can't see my face, but you can hear me, hopefully. Anyway, I was making a family tree just to illustrate how I am descended from Pocahontas and the Potomac Indian tribe. So, with Ancestry.com, it's very interesting because you can type in your family names, and if they're in the database, a lot of them are registered either through Find a Grave or documents that have been entered, so you can make the connections on your family tree. And thanks to the Rowe family, my cousins, after the family reunion, they sent me a document which illustrates how we are descended through the Potomac Indian tribe. So the easiest way to illustrate it is just to go straight through my fourth great grandparents, the Rowe family, and the George and Lucy Rowe, who are both first cousins. So their blood is definitely more concentrated that way. So as you can see, this is my Pocahontas family tree. So I'm not going to bother with, this is my paternal side, my dad's side. I'm not going to bother with those Germans up there. I'm going down to my mother's side. So when you see my name right here, I'm still alive. These are my two parents right here. So we're going through my mother, Catherine Gilman. She was born, Skelton Gilman. She was born October 9th, 1937 in Richmond, Virginia, and she died on July 21st, 1990 in Sterling, Virginia. So the Potomac Indian tribe comes through her father's side. So these are her two parents, William James Gilman and Catherine Catherine G. Skelton, both from Richmond. So these are a long line of Richmonders here. So I'm going through my grandfather, who was William James Gilman. So let's go through his line, and it's through his maternal line. So here's William James Gilman, my grandfather, born January 14th in Richmond, Virginia in 1914, and died August 13th, 1973 in Petersburg, Virginia. Yep, he was a heavy smoker. So anyway, here we go through his mother's side, Blanche Taylor King. And she was born in Richmond, Virginia, blah, blah, blah. They're all from Richmond, so let's just skip all that and go to George King. So the Rowe family comes through her father's side, George King. So you click on this arrow, and this takes me down to George Rowe and Lucy Rowe. These are the people, the simplest way to put it is this is where the Potomac Indian tribe line comes through. It can't come through indirectly on other sides, since a lot of my family relatives married cousins, but just for the sake of simplicity, I'm going through the Rowe family. So here are my fourth great grandparents, George and Lucy Rowe, and their daughter, Lucy Frances Rowe, was my third great grandmother, and she was born in Fredericksburg, Virginia. So going through George and Lucy Rowe, we go to a relative. This would be on their grandparents, Evan Peyton. Through Evan Peyton, we go down to his mother's side. Her name was Diana Williams, and his mother's mother was Christian Martin. So Christian Martin was the daughter of John Martin and Christian Pettis. And Christian Pettis was the daughter of Keoki. Keoki, the daughter of the Princess Pocahontas. This is Keoki Jane Powhatan, and she was born in White Oak, Virginia. She is the daughter of the Princess Pocahontas, the famed Princess Pocahontas, and she married Colonel Thomas Pettis. So let's go to the next arrow, and here we are. Here she is, Pocahontas, Matoaka of Powhatan, and she married, her husband was Keokum, and his father was Chief Japasaw, all of the Potomac Indian tribe. So when you click on Pocahontas, it'll take you to the official page for her. So Pocahontas Powhatan was born on September 17th, 1595 in Virginia. This is my 11th great-grandmother here. She had one daughter with Keokum Powhatan in 1611, and she died as a young mother in 1617 in London, England at the age of 22. So you can scroll down and see all the documentation. Her husband, Keokum. This was my 11th great grandfather, Keokum. and his father was Japasaw, also of the Potomac Indian tribe. So going back to the Pocahontas family tree, here it is, folks. Here is my 10th great-grandmother, Keoki, the daughter of Princess Pocahontas and Keokum. So let's click the arrows, and it goes, if you go all the way back to Evan Peyton, then it goes back to my, this would be my 5th great-grandparents, my 4th great-grandparents, my 3rd great-grandparents, my 2nd great-grandparents, my grandfather, my mother, and then me. That's the direct family tree. It couldn't be any more clear than that. So anyway, this is just very interesting. I also have a lot of other relatives on here, old Virginia families, going back my great-grandfather John Gifford Skelton. He was the son of Dr. John Gifford Skelton, Marion O'Mead. They come from a long line of people from Virginia, the colonial era of Virginia, going a long way back. The Hardaway family, John Hardaway, Charles City County, Virginia in 1654. Lieutenant Colonel Stith, Charles City County. Then it goes all the way back. If you follow all the way back, it goes back to England, where you go to very different people in England that way. So it'll give you potential. So it goes back to, here's Lancelot Bathurst, Sir Lancelot Bathurst, married Susanna Lane. So this is one of my other relatives here. Essex, Virginia had one daughter with Lancelot Bathurst in 1674. So they came from England, all those people. So as you can see, my family has been in Virginia for many, many, many generations. But I just want to share the Pocahontas family tree just to clear up, just to show how the relationship is. It's very simple. It's from my grandfather's line, William James Gilman, going all the way to the King family, then back to George and Lucy Rowe, my 3rd great-grandmother, then all back to Evan Peyton, their grandparents, and their grandparents, Christian Martin, Christian Pettis, and then Colonel Thomas Pettis and Keoki, who is a full-blooded Potomac Indian, born to Princess Pocahontas and Keokum. So it's just very, very simple. It was easy to make my family tree. I want to thank the Rowe family for helping me line this all up. So there it is, folks. There you have it, my Pocahontas family tree. I wanted to do this for a long time, but it illustrates how I am a direct descendant of the Princess Pocahontas of the Potomac Indian tribe. Thank you for watching, and if you're interested in ancestry, I find this much more interesting than DNA test, actually. This is documented proof, and if you like documents and family pictures, Ancestry.com has a bucket load of old photos that could be your relatives, all in this database here. Many of this is gathered through birth records, death records, and grave sites. So this is how it all came together for me. So thank you all for watching, and until next time, I'm Meet Skelton. God bless you.